Hello everyone, this is Adam Stewart from stewartmedicine.com. I'm here to demonstrate an exciting new feature available for my patients from my website that allows patients to submit information securely online from either a computer or a smartphone or what have you to our clinic and submit information related to an upcoming visit or in preparation for a visit. So patients would go to my website, stewartmedicine.com, and they would click on the Madoc patient e-requests, and I'm going to demonstrate this feature here, the visit preparation and triage. So they would click here, and what this does is, again, it allows the patients to securely submit one-way information from their end to the clinic that can be used for an upcoming visit, and we'll also see later how it can provide information that might even spare a visit. So let's just say fake patient John Doe is entering, and this information is simply used to cross-reference the patient's chart to make sure we have the right chart when the information is submitted. So enter this information, and just a reminder that this feature should not be used for medical emergencies, and to assume it may take a day or two for our staff to actually see the information. I anticipate this being much faster than that, but it's always good to assume that it might take a little bit of time. So after submitting that, we get a list of, or the patient sees a list of options for why they might be coming for a visit. So let's say it's a patient who has a diabetes booked in the next couple of days or next week. So they would choose condition follow-up, diet for diabetes and things like that. And they are going to click off the diabetes section, and you can see there's a big variety of different options that people can follow up for. But this prompts the diabetes form. Patients who are familiar with the tablets in our clinic will recognize this is the exact same format. It just allows you another option to complete it in advance instead of coming in using the tablets in the office. So the patients would, complete these answers like so, carry forward with all the kind of touch screen information, touch buttons, and fill in the blanks, or yes, no options, and then they would click finish. And this form then this information, once completed, is then submitted to the clinic, and then we see it and we upload it to the chart in advance of the visit. Now let's go back and think, look at a few other ways we could use this feature. So again, fake patient. And so let's say if you're a new patient, this feature allows patients to enter in their past medical history, their medications, and basic questions before the visit, saving time when they actually come in for that welcome visit. Let's say that the patient had someone who had a sore throat. So say they would click new issue, and it gives again a wide variety of options to choose from. And let's say they're feeling an infection, they're feeling sick, and sore throat. Now you'll notice that I missed that again. When I click here, it opens up a little reminder that prompts patients to a reminder that coughs, colds are typically viral infections, and they may not need to be seen by the doctor or nurse practitioner. So it prompts patients to click the link here, which actually links and opens up a separate window to my website, which has cough, cold, sore throat information, videos, and things like that. The patients can learn a little bit more about the condition before they choose to book a visit. So then you can if they close that window, they go back to here, and it says if you still feel the need for a visit, then please proceed. Or if you figure from that information that you don't maybe need the visit right now, then just close the browser and watch things for a bit. But let's say that there were some red flags there and the patient still felt the need for a visit. They would click next, and they would answer the questions on their symptoms, and again press submit. And this would again come to our visit, and we would have that information already in advance of the visit. Now let's go back and do a different example. let's just say a new issue, and let's say the person is having some mental health or addictions problems or things like that. So let's just say mental health. So we go there, click on mental health, and here we see another variety of options. So low mood. So here again, it reminds people that they can link to my website to provide information on things about depression, stuff that might help patients self-manage either before a visit or even allow them to save themselves a visit for now by maybe they found the information they're needing for right here. Maybe if it wasn't that, or addictions or let's say addictions. So it prompts people to let them know that you can often it's self-referrals to the local addiction help. So this prompts the link to my website that shows the local addictions and mental health services. So things like that can help. But again, if the patient's proceeding, let's say down the list of depression, it would then prompt people to answer these questions in advance, and then keep going and then when they're done, they would press submit, and we would get that information. Let's just try maybe another one last example. Or maybe a couple more. Just going to. So let's say you have a well child visit coming up. So you want to click that one, and it asks for the age range. Let's say you have a 6-month visit coming up for your child, and so it allows you to go through the answers to these questions and the education on well child visits prior to the actual visit, and it also will include the developmental screen as well. Again, parents would complete that in advance, click finish, and that would all be completed in advance of the visit. Let's maybe one final demonstration. So let's say patients had forms or insurance or things like that. Or actually, let's go to the general health section. So physicals, driver's medicals, things like that. If they choose a driver's medical, clicking here will then carry on with the driver's medical form, but it also reminds patients that driver's medicals are not covered by OHIP, so it links to my website with a list of uninsured fees and block fee options, for example, beforehand if they want to consider that. Or let's say travel advice. I don't pretend to be a travel advice expert, so I direct all my patients to the public health unit for travel advice. So this just explains that, and then it links the patient right to the travel advice or the website where they can book or contact the travel unit right themselves. Or let's say they choose the general physical or preventative health. We often have patients calling in for annual physicals or things like that, whereas the evidence shows, and I no longer do annual physicals, we do preventative care all the time. But so when the patient clicks here, they can read, well, why are general physicals no longer required? And that links them to my web page on the information about that. But there's still some other things that they might want to consider. So, cholesterol, smoking cessation, obesity, weight loss. So if they want information on that, they can click on these links to my websites right directly beforehand, get information they need, and maybe they still feel the need for a visit, so then they would click proceed and carry on and book that visit. So I hope you find that helpful, and it's a very exciting feature. I'll continue to build upon this and expand what is possible as the days go by. Thank you very much.